Thank you very much for your application for the Ulster University Level 4 Certificate in Counselling Studies. This little information narration over the PowerPoint is to give you some further information on the course itself, and hopefully this will be helpful in your application and choosing to study with us at Southern Regional College. Southern Regional College is the largest college outside of Belfast. We offer a range of courses with up to 32,000 enrolments, both on a part-time basis and full-time basis each year. We offer over 600 courses with a wide suite of higher education courses, such as the one that you've applied for. And again, our range of students are anything from 16-year-old up into their 90s. We're an award-winning college with many of our students going on to win awards in their particular vocational areas. Higher education at Southern Regional College tends to be cheaper than going to university to achieve qualifications as a higher education student. Our full-time achievement rate is 86% and our part-time rate achievement for these courses is 95%. Classes, of course, are typically smaller than university classes, which allows more room for question and answers and guidance from your tutors, building up that so important relationship between the tutor and the class group and providing the pastoral care and support that you would need. Following Independent Learning Survey, SRC achieved a learner satisfaction rate of 91%. So onto the course of your choosing and your application, the Ulster University Level 4 Certificate in Counselling Studies. So what I hope to cover in this presentation is a wee bit about it, the programme of study itself. We focus on assessment, focus on finance, and of course normally we do this as a workshop, face-to-face workshop, but in these times, if you have any question and answers, questions about the course, we'll provide you with the email address for the tutor who deals with this. So, in terms of counselling, where do you start and end with us? Many of the students applying for the Level 4 in Counselling Studies may have already undertaken the CPCIB Level 2 Introduction to Counselling. This small 12-week course is the perfect introduction to counselling and a great way of dipping your toes into this vocational area, learning something about counselling theory, practice, skills and the beliefs and values behind counselling while developing their own skills and personal development and personal self-awareness. It's also a great way to do a little bit of extra reading in terms of counselling and a great way of getting used to the teaching and learning methods that are so integral to the delivery of counselling courses. CPCIB is the Counselling and Psychotherapy Central Awarding Body. Then moving on to the Level 4, which is what you've applied for and that we're going to be talking about today, and the possibility then of progression to professional counsel and training on the University of Ulster Foundation degree in what's now called Integrative Counselling Practice, reflecting the model of integration and the model of counselling that students will be qualified in at the end of 3 years. So the aims of the Level 4 Ulster University Certificate is to introduce you to the knowledge and skills which underpin the counselling process. It's designed for people who are interested in the subject for personal or professional development, as well as those who are wanting to study to become professional accredited counsellors after the foundation degree. Teaching is delivered through lectures, seminars and practical skills work. There are 3 modules in this particular course, 3 modules of study, and the independent study is suggested at 150 to 160 hours per module. All teaching staff are qualified counsellors and many of them have come up through Southern Regional College as students themselves. When you're applying for a course, it's essential that you check the website for the current entry requirements and the entry qualifications. So the entry qualifications for this particular course are 5 GCSEs at grade C or higher, and one of these must include GCSE English or equivalent. The equivalent, of course, could be Essential Skills Level 2 in Written Communication, which is acceptable by the university. Could be the Irish Leaving Cert at grade C at ordinary level or grade D at higher level. The junior cert isn't seen by the university as equivalent to GCSE, or indeed a course like the Access to University course, which you can study here at SRC, and it is again acceptable by Ulster University. If you do not have those qualifications, regardless, consideration can be given to mature students, and they can provide ability to undertake the course through a process of accreditation of prior learning. And you should contact myself, Stephen Brooks, and my email address is brookess@src.ac.uk if you fall into this category. Students are currently not interviewed for this particular course, and you will be advised by your tutor on whether your qualifications are suitable for the course. Only in receipt of course fees being paid will your course be fully secured, and applicants will be able to pay course fees once qualifications are reviewed and you're given a firm acceptance onto the course. Okay, on to some of the course content. The programme is studied part-time over 1 year, and we provide a range of provision across a number of campuses. This year we'll not be delivering in Armagh campus, but we will be delivering in Banbridge, Portadown and Newry campuses. And again, check the website for the times that these will be delivered on. Certificate of Counselling and Counselling will take over a period of 2 semesters. First semester beginning in September and finishing out in January. Second semester commencing at the end of January through to the start of June. There are 3 modules of study. Module 1 will be completed before November. Module 2 will commence in November, continue into semester 2, and Module 3 will be completed in May. Module 1 is called the Helping Relationship, and the aim of this module is that students will develop listening and attending skills that can be used within a helping relationship. This understanding will be nurtured within the context of Egan's skilled helper model and the relational principles of Carl Rogers' person-centered approach. Additionally, students will develop greater self-awareness in a helping relationship. We would encourage applicants to familiarise themselves with the 2 texts, Jared Egan's Skilled Helper and any work by Carl Rogers in relation to the 3 core conditions prior to the course, although this isn't essential for knowing it. Your assessment then would be 1 2,000 word critical reflective essay. Module 2 goes further in terms of personal development and your interpersonal communication. And this module is designed to facilitate your personal development and effective communication skills, again promoting critical self-awareness, the ability to reflect on your practice so you're better able to establish, maintain and conclude effective helping relationships. 2 parts to this assessment: a 10-minute class presentation, normally using means such as PowerPoint, and a reflective essay with a career life plan as well. Module 3 then is called the Practical Application of the Helping Relationship. The aim of this module is to further develop your understanding in a helping role and to evaluate the impact and ethical implications of their application of interpersonal communication skills when working with others. Your assessment for Module 3 is a critical evaluation of skills practice, normally taking place in what we call triads, where you work with another student in role plays, counselling role plays, and we'll video that and then provide a written critical evaluation of 1,500 words. Some of the practicalities of the course then. In terms of learning support, Disabled Students Allowance funds the additional support available for students who have a diagnosed learning difficulty or a difficulty who are studying on a higher education course. Within the website that you've accessed this from, there'll be links to higher education sources of funding, which will include this as well. And if you have difficulty with application, if you want to phone into the college on 0300 123 1223, our campus services team can help you with this. We'll also offer careers services within your programme as well, and advice on progression to foundation degree or other areas of study that you might choose to follow after the certificate in counselling. Student finance, there are part-time higher education tuition fee loans available, as well as maintenance loans and maintenance grants for part-time higher education students. Again, please follow the link to our website for further information on this. All correspondence relating to your application will be communicated via email, and that will include course offers. So please ensure that you're using the correct email address, and again, adding your phone number is helpful too, because we can send SMS text messages out to you with links for useful information or to advise you on any changes to your applications. So, what's next? You will receive confirmation of an offer to the course by email. This will ask you to bring in documentation including qualifications, ID and photographs. Our current system, and we'd encourage you to use that, allows you to upload scans or images of those. At the commencement of the course, we will need to see originals of your qualifications for auditing purposes by Ulster University, but in the first instance, please upload these images of your qualifications to the portal, to your application portal, as if these aren't done, it can delay your application and affect your success of getting onto the course. Remember, the necessary qualifications are so important in order to get on this course, as they're robustly audited by the university, and so please ensure you have the evidence of these qualifications. Sometimes for people who've been out of education for a while, they may not have copies, and it requires the student to go back to the awarding body to get the original certificates again. But again, you can contact your tutor, who'll be indicated on the website, to provide details if you run into any difficulties within this particular area, or to discuss alternatives for you. So, in conclusion, again, thank you so much for your application and your interest in the Certificate in Counselling Studies here at SRC. We hope your application is successful, and again, please use the other links on this website to find out any further details.